him. Said, I love him. How many people love ice cream? Yeah. How many people like Cold Stone? Yeah. Cold Stone. Anybody know what this cup is? Gotta have it. Gotta have it. Y'all can have a seat. Y'all can. Yeah. Y'all can have a seat though, cause I'm a read all morning. No, I'm not. Gotta have it. Love it. Like it. Now, I just learned this yesterday because I'm not a Cold Stone ice cream eater. But I was with somebody and we was going to get some ice cream that I did not want. Anybody going somewhere with somebody that you did not want to go to, but you found yourself going where you didn't want to go, but you went because they was paying? Because sister said we love free stuff. But we went into this one place that we often eat at, and she just wanted some ice cream. And they said $3 and some. She said, oh, I can go and get some. I like it. I said, what? Yeah, she said, I'm going to go on over to Cold Stone and get, what is it? Like it, love it, gotta have it. I said, oh, can you ask them, can I get 3 empty cups? Because I'm going to need that for my sermon on tomorrow. Because I do believe that that's how we live our lives when it comes to Jesus. Like it, love it. But many of us don't never get to gotta have it though. Gotta have it, gotta have it. So I'm going to go on and take this one off. Because this is where the enemy don't want you to get to. So he keeps on filling up your like it. I like Jesus. I like all the benefits that come with Jesus. Jesus is everything. I like him. I like what he do. I like how he makes me feel. Oh, I'm going to preach this morning. I told you I ain't preached in 2 months. Hold up, wait a minute. This is what the religious people always say. I love him, though. I love him. I love him. It's a difference, though, right? It's a difference. But is it a huge difference? If your money funny. Leah, can you just bring my stuff on down to the floor? Because I'm going to teach preach this morning. Can I teach preach this morning, y'all? I don't question nobody's like it, love it. But you can tell people that really got to have them. Because I'm filthy, but I still got to have them. I don't always, majority of my life, do everything that he wants me to. I know there are some people that do, but I'm not a candidate of that. Most of the time, I'm doing my own thing my way. That's what makes me know that I need it. I need you, Jesus, because I keep on liking stuff that I should not like, falling in love with stuff that I should not. Everybody in here done been in something that they like. Sin. Because if I didn't like it, I wouldn't be in it. And that's where the flesh likes everything that it used to like even after you got born again. Even after you get baptized, you guys, your flesh still gonna like what it like. And that ain't where your fight and your struggle gonna come in at. Your struggle gonna come in at, I like it, but I don't need it. I love it, but I don't need it. And that's what I want to talk to us about this morning is we on communion and in in the book, it says, as often as you do this, do it in remembrance of me. As often as you eat this bread, as often as you drink this cup of the Lord, do it in remembrance of me. And as I begin to take Holy Communion, I'm wondering why I got to remember what he did. I don't got to remember what Ray Ray did. I don't got to remember what my mama them did and didn't do. I don't got to remember how I was raped at a certain age. I don't got to remember how I was introduced to something because I was hanging with the wrong people at the right time. Because the influence of one can take you places that you would have never your own. And I got to tell the church this morning that a lot of stuff that you got into, it wasn't your fault, but it is your fault that you still in it. What happened to you ain't your fault, but Jesus brought another story though. And I started saying, well, God, why? Why I gotta remember the sacrifices that Jesus made? Why my brain always going back to stuff that I don't need to remember? But what I need to remember, I find myself struggling to remember. I struggle to remember that the Lord is my light and my salvation. Of whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be? I struggle to remember that. Maybe that ain't y'all over here. So I'm going to move over in this middle section. I got some young folks right here. I struggle to remember not to go back around them because I'm a brand new creature. But for real, I don't like the brand new creature that I am. I like my old self. And one thing that I found out, and you're going to find that a lot of people say, I'm just learning how to love me. You ain't got to learn that. It came with your package. Ain't nowhere in the Bible he said, learn to love you. He said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So he already surmised that you already love yourself. Well, girl, I'm just learning to love me. You good with that. Tell somebody you're a honey. You're a honey on that. So I began to say, God, why it becomes so vitally important that I remember what Jesus went through for me to sit in a place called church, the greatest organization that's on the face of the earth. This is the greatest company that you can work for is the church. And I'm not talking about having a title inside the building. I'm talking about the church outside because he called us in to call us out. But why am I needing to remember? And for real, when I'm at home, I ain't remembering. That's why I got to get my Bible open so he can enlighten me. You know, we have a thing when we say it's biblical that the Holy Spirit will bring all things to your remembrance, but if you don't put nothing in, he can't bring nothing out. Y'all like me? Y'all like me? Can we start off by y'all just liking me right now? You don't got to know somebody. I like their swag. Ooh, I like their hang time. Ooh, I like their car. Ooh, girl, I like them. But he said that death and life are in the power of the tongue, and we eat the fruit there. Now, let me tell y'all something. What I want to do, though, I want to read something, and then I'm going to go back, come forward, and we're going to go home, all right? Anybody going to take me out to eat before I preach? Nobody volunteer? Saints. So we on communion, and anybody been not taking your communion every day? Has anybody not been taking your communion every day? I said not. You said I for you, Sister Frank. You just sit there and support me. You take yours every day. I didn't. I haven't taken it every day, and I'm still gonna get blessed though. See, that's the mentality you got to have, but that don't mean get up tomorrow and be like, I ain't taking it, and I'm gonna still be blessed. Some days I just didn't remember. I didn't remember to do what I'm gonna need to remember that I need him. Anybody ever was on a good path and then all of a sudden you got mad, and what you was good at doing you stopped doing because you got mad, not at people on earth but at God? This is going to be a hard teach this morning because I ain't got no real people in the room. Has anybody ever gotten mad at your creator? That's what leads you to know that you need him. I was reading this book, and it said that it asked the man, what was it that got you to know that you needed Jesus? And so I questioned somebody else, because you want to get somebody else's answer before you get your answers. Make sure your answer be deeper than their answer. And my answer was, I really found out that I needed him when I found out that me don't work. I found out that all of the religious stuff that I was doing wasn't working for me. It was making me religious. I knew how to pray. I knew how to do all the religious stuff. When it came to not being bitter, I didn't know how to not be bitter. I didn't know how to take my despair and turn it into rejoice. I didn't know how to do that. And I was reading the Bible, and then God said, I'm going to need you to come on off your throne because it's my throne. I'm telling my testimony. I don't care if this ain't y'all's. It's mine. And so what I began to do is I began to fail God. To die to me. Ooh, it's quiet in here. All the things that I said that I wouldn't do, I found myself doing it. Because I had learned how to be hypocritical. And a hypocrite is just somebody that's play acting. And then I learned that not only could I be a hypocrite, but I could be human too. And I do believe, and I'm fully persuaded in my own mind, that we get to church and we forget that we're human. We forget that we still got this flesh that ain't going nowhere, and it's supposed to die daily. I got to remember him and know that I need him for me to die daily. I'm going to run me a wreck every day, all day long. No matter how anointed you are, if you don't remember him, you'll be anointed depressed. You'll be anointed helping everybody else but can't help yourself. You'll be so anointed that you can get in church and fake it till you make it but can't make it after you fake it. I'm talking better than y'all clapping right now because it's real. And only when you keep it real do you realize that I need him every hour, every second, every minute. I need you. Because don't nobody have to teach us how to wreck us. And then everybody that you bring on your stage, they help you wreck yourself. So I just want to bring a witness to the table this morning. His name Paul. And everybody loved Brother Paul. But Paul was off the chain. He knew all the religious stuff. His religious stuff made him be a Christian killer. How many religious people we got in here that you killing Christians every day with your religion, though? Put this on, take that off, sit up straight. Walk in better than that. Don't work. Religion means no relationship. And what I done found out, Taja, is that in this day and time, people don't want to come to church because they don't want to play the game. They can be an actor outside of the building. People don't want to go where people ain't being real. That's why the people out in the world can keep the people in the world, because they keep it real. If they say they're going to kill you, they're going to kill you. If they say back, they got your back. Can we clap for that? And so what I found out is I had to come down off my religious throne to find out that, you know what? People in the world really do know how to be more friendly than the people in the church, because to be a friend, you got to love at all times. But I read over in Romans chapter 8, verse 28, and it says that all things will work together for the good. That's your bad stuff, your good stuff, your in-between stuff, for of those who are called, according to not my purpose, but his purpose. Because my purpose is to give me what I want, when I want it, how I want it, any way I want it. But his purpose is to give me what he wants, the way he want it, how he want it, when he want it. And it's hard out here for a pimp Christian. Feel my ankle getting better. I feel my ankle. I know. Pastor says his words, mine is pimp. So I'm out here for a pimping pastor. Because we done put people on these pedestals, and we human. And listen, he says that when you keep resisting God, he will turn you over to your own. We say a reprobate mind, but if you like me, I didn't know what a reprobated mind was. What he meant, the meaning there, he said, I'm going to turn you over to the worst thing that can mess you up, and that's you. God, he didn't say, I'm going to turn you over to the devil. He didn't say, I'm going to turn you over to your boo thing. He said, I'm going to turn you over to you. And what you know how to do, you know how to wreck yourself to try to be yourself. But tell somebody, I got a new self that I ain't even been introduced to. But I came today to tell somebody that you brand new, whether you feel new or not. Second Corinthians chapter 12. I'm going to be jumping over because I just want, as Bishop say, it's just one place I'm trying to get. Just one. He says, Paul says in verse 1, he said, this boasting will do no good. He said, I must go on. I reluctantly tell about visions and revelations from the Lord. He said, I was called up to the third heaven 14 years ago. So the first thing I need to let you know that there's 3 heavens. Inches above your head. And then there's the heaven in the second realm, where in Genesis he calls it a firmament. And if you read Genesis 1, what you're going to find out is he said everything was good except for the firmament. He said it is so. But everything else he created, he said it is good. So the second heaven the prince of the air, Satan, and his spirits, the fallen angels, operate there. The third heaven is where God, Paul said, y'all need me to brag about something. I can brag about something because I went to the third heaven. I done seen God and everything. He said, but I ain't got time for that. Now, over in Daniel chapter 10, Daniel got an issue. And Daniel prays. And Daniel fasted and prayed for 21 days. And Daniel says, if you heard me, what took it so long for me to get my stuff? It says that there was a war that went on. He said, hey, Daniel, God heard you when you first asked. But he said that there was some friction and some war going on. And he said that thing was so bad that we had to send the archangel Michael to help your stuff get through. So, all my life in church, people was like, you pray about it one time, that's all it take. Nope. When I pray the first time, he hears. And he answers. It's in the third heaven, though, where he is. And it's coming to the earth where I am. But it's got to pass through where Satan and his imps work at. So when you pray something, you pray about it, and then when you pray about it again, what you're doing is dispatching your angels to fight on your behalf to get your stuff down to you. It ain't that God ain't answered your prayer. It's up in the second heaven getting some. The devil trying to catch your stuff, put it in his pocket, but God got some angels that only operate off your voice. Tell somebody she going ghetto. This ain't no time to be quiet. Okay, that's for the golf clappers. Y'all ever seen the golf tournament? That's how the golfers clap. You've been asking God for stuff, and somewhere, because you haven't seen it manifest in your physical realm on earth, now that made you go back to drinking, cussing, lying, cheating, robbing, stealing. Let me lay my hands on myself. Because who wants to serve a God that has everything I need? Because over in this chapter, Paul got a problem. And he got this thing that's going on. He said that he went to God about it 3 times. And Paul said, now I know about a thorn. Have anybody ever been stuck with a thorn? Why we make them so big? Girl, I got this thorn. Girl, pull it out. It's just a baby thing. But don't you know it's them hardest, them smallest things that hurt so much? Anybody ever got a paper cut? Need a Band-Aid. Can I get a Band-Aid? It's those things that frustrate us the most. But it's those things that get you from liking it, loving it, to saying, hey, Jesus, I need you. I need you to come here right now. I need you to go ahead and dispatch my angels out, not my demons. So we have angels that works for us. And they have been pre-programmed to recognize God's word. And so if I don't know God's word, because that's really what I'm supposed to be praying, that's why you feel like you all alone. Your angel sitting there to me, ask them, come on, say something about God. Come on, can you say a verse? Say a scripture. The Lord is my life. Say, Jesus wept. So they sitting there, just looking, waiting. Did you go on the edge of their seat? Ready to go, though. You said everything but the word. This makes me sick. That ain't word. So they never go out and fight on your behalf. Now, they've been pre-programmed. And so everybody knows that a third of the angels went down with Satan. Y'all know why he went down with Satan? Because Michael, the archangel, his name means closest to God. And so Satan got mad when God made him closest to God. And that's when he came back. He said, I'm going to be worshiped. So when he did that, somehow he got a third of these angels to feel like Michael didn't deserve that position. And so God kicks them out. And now they dwell in the second realm, causing confusion and chaos in your life. But then Jesus comes on the scene and says, I came to put things back in order. Man lost it in the garden, but he said, I'm back. God was so caring and concerned about my issues, about my circumstances. Now, what your angel don't do, they don't operate off your crime. They only operate off the word. They don't get personally involved. They're not going to go kill nobody for you. They're not going to tell you to go have a drink. They're not going to tell you to lie. They operate off the word. So the enemy's job is to keep you from speaking. Because if you dare speak it, what's the pastor say? Say it, see it, say it, seize it. See it. Well, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things that's not seen. So I see it with my faith. And when I see it, I got to go seize it with the word. So the moment that I see what God wants to do with me, I start picking up my Bible, flipping through, asking the Holy Spirit, lead, God, direct me and show me what word I can use, what weapon I can use to send my angels out to bring to me what God just showed me that I'm supposed to have and be.